Change, leaders avoid emotional moral resistance. On 20th June 1995, Shell made a dramatic and very public U-turn, abandoning its controversial plan to dispose of the Brent Spar oil platform at sea after intense global criticism and environmental activism. The controversy erupted on 30th April 1995 when Greenpeace activists occupied the Brent Spar platform, located 190 kilometres northeast of the Shetland Islands. Shell had received UK government approval to scuttle the 14,500-ton platform in the Atlantic, citing scientific assessments and regulatory compliance. Greenpeace contested these findings, alleging the platform held 5,500 tons of oil and toxins that threatened marine ecosystems. Television footage of activists being blasted with water cannons whilst occupying the platform generated enormous public sympathy across Europe. German consumers launched massive boycotts of Shell petrol stations, with some stations reporting sales drops of up to 50%. The controversy reached the highest political levels when German Chancellor Helmut Kohl personally confronted British Prime Minister John Major at the G7 summit in Halifax, demanding Britain reconsider its position. As protests intensified across Europe, Shell faced increasing isolation and relentless political, consumer, and media pressure. The company's share price declined, and its carefully cultivated corporate reputation suffered severe damage. Recognizing the untenable nature of its position, Shell announced on 20th June 1995 that it would abandon sea disposal and pursue alternative options for dismantling the platform on shore. The Brent Spar incident represents a watershed moment in corporate environmental responsibility and stakeholder engagement. It reshaped how multinational corporations interact with environmental groups and public opinion, proving how swiftly activism can challenge entrenched decisions. The incident highlighted how media-savvy environmental groups could rapidly mobilize cross-border sentiment and exert unprecedented corporate pressure. This marked the rise of a more sophisticated strategic era in the environmental movement. Greenpeace's campaign combined direct action, science, global media, and consumer mobilization in ways no prior campaign had achieved. The organization successfully transformed a technical regulatory matter into a powerful moral crusade that resonated with millions of European and global consumers. Change leadership lessons. Events such as this illustrate why leaders must look beyond operational correctness to anticipate public, political, and emotional dynamics. The Shell Brent Spar incident offers valuable insights to leaders who prioritize technical arguments and profit, while neglecting public sentiment and environmental concerns. Leaders of change must recognize that technical correctness and regulatory approval alone cannot guarantee successful corporate decision-making today. They discover that emotionally charged activist campaigns often outweigh expert reasoning, even when based on facts. Change leaders understand that corporate decisions with seemingly local impact can rapidly escalate into international crises through interconnected networks. They learn that conventional corporate communication approaches fail against modern activist organizations, employing sophisticated media manipulation and coordination techniques. Leaders of change recognize that corporate crises can evolve from routine operational matters to international incidents within weeks. Summary leadership quote: "Successful change leadership demands engaging hearts alongside minds, anticipating global ripple effects from local decisions, and preparing for emotional narratives to challenge rational analysis." Organizational change application. Change leadership responsibility 2. Model the new way. A fundamental responsibility of change leaders is to model how integrity, accountability, and aligned actions must drive decision-making based on core values. During complex change, especially under public scrutiny, actions must not only follow internal assessments, but also anticipate stakeholder perceptions of intent, consequence, and potential fallout. Modeling the new way requires visibly demonstrating responsible leadership when ethical dilemmas arise, particularly when technical accuracy conflicts with emotional or moral concerns. Leaders must personify the behaviour they wish others to adopt: integrity in the face of opposition, humility when challenged, and transparency when under pressure. In stakeholder-driven change environments, credibility is earned not through data alone, but through visible, values-based conduct. Leadership modeling is not symbolic. It is the daily act of ensuring change. Leadership reflects both the rational case for change and the emotional demands of those it affects.